part of it. So to me, the stretch. I think it's logical. To me,
It's
I
in my
agree. This is
face.
fact.
The
So when you
glare
guys are
is
saying this
blinding
is
me.
truth, yes, this is true.
Right.
Like that's a dead baby. Or that's a baby fertilized. That's a dead
Right.
aborted baby.
Like,
right?
you guys think we don't know this.
Right.
Like, we
Okay,
do.
so
There's
these
a
are
reason
facts.
why we're
Did
upset.
you know that 1/4? I thought that would be the case. That you'd be right, that everybody'd know. But when we started doing this on college campuses, we were shocked that 1 out of 4 students had no idea.
Well, that's because for one example, by the way, the one on the bottom is botched abortion, which is actually what you support, because when you defund places like Planned Parenthood, do you know abortions will always happen no matter what?
It's just
They
gonna
will
happen in
always
the back
happen. They're
alleys.
just going to happen in a more dangerous way that's dangerous for the baby. Wait a second. That's more dangerous for the baby and more dangerous for the mom. So what you're doing, it's actually less pro-life because you're killing more people because abortions will always happen. Also, another thing, do you want to defund Planned Parenthood? Is that what you guys are for right now? Because
obviously.
did you know?
Yeah.
Did you
Obvious-
know?
obvious.
Did you know that the government doesn't even fund abortions for Planned Parenthood? So when you defunded Planned Parenthood, abortions are still happening. What you took away was cancer screening for poor people, HIV testing for poor people. You took away menstrual health for poor people, rape victims help. You took away so much health care for poor people, but you didn't take away abortion. So congratulations, you didn't do your research, and you probably took away way more lives. So much for being pro-life. I have to go to class.
See, I think part of the problem is that when we have an issue like this, a lot of times emotional rhetoric is not facts.
No, that's why I'm not sitting here yelling.
Right, that's not an argument.
Okay, so now can I finish what I was saying?
Well, no, that's what you said earlier.
Clearly, if I haven't finished, you don't know what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's I'm referring to what you said earlier.
So let's talk about facts. So if everything in here is completely true,
Wait, I have a
everything-
question. You have a dick? You have a vagina? So you don't have a fucking say in what people do with vaginas, right?
What kind of fucking logic is that? Does it take 2 to make a baby, or does it take 1? Can you have a baby by yourself
Yeah, I
with
can
no sperm?
actually.
With no sperm?
Yeah, you can. You can take the fucking bone marrow from a girl and fucking implant
And that's
it.
natural? Like that's,
Yeah.
that's a good way to have a baby?
Is a
So
bone
do
fucking
you
natural?
Do you agree with him?
What?
Do you agree with him?
I don't know what he's been saying.
So then why are you jumping in the middle of an argument that you don't understand, you don't know what you're talking
Because you're
about?
fucking pro-life.
Okay, that's fine. So my question is here. Yeah, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But
I obviously do know what I'm fucking talking about.
okay. So
You don't. You're fucking dick.
okay. So I don't know what the fuck that was. But okay.
I don't either.
So if everything in here is facts, don't you think that there's a way that you could make this contextually more realistic? So you don't have images of dead babies, then you tie it to the images of women, then you tie it to the images of race, then you tie it to the Holocaust. Then you say you'll live your life with regret.
Racism.
Yeah, no, you tie it to racism, you tie it to feminism, you tie it to genocide, and then you tie it to the Bible. So it's basically like
Sounds
here.
pretty logical to me.
Oh yeah, so it's basically here.
I think
Believe
you
this,
just
believe
made our
this, or
point.
you believe
Yeah.
this, or you're a racist. Believe this, or you're
that's not what
anti-feminist.
that says.
Believe this, or you support the Holocaust,
Oh, no,
or
no,
believe
no,
this,
no.
or it's against it.
No, now you're making a leap.
How is that a leap?
Yeah.
You're only showing one side of the story.
Oh no, I'll tell you
Where's
what.
the stories about the women who had abortions and were happy with it?
Okay, well, some of them-
Where's the stories about the people's lives who were less fucked up because of this?
Okay,
Is there one in here?
Abortion never makes somebody's life better
How could you say that?
because it kills an innocent human being.
How?
And when a person kills an innocent human being, they're not the same. They're not the same. They may seem happier, but how can a
How would
logical
you be able to say that?
Well, how could you logically say you're a better person? for
But there's
killing
no
an-
logic in emotion.
Wait, well,
You're making it seem like there's
I agree.
logic.
I agree. That's why those two that were arguing were not being logical, which is what you and I would like. You may say you disagree with our presentation, but there are thousands of students every year on campuses who appreciated the information we gave them because they logically concluded from our information that an abortion is an act of violence that kills an innocent human life and it should not be legal in our country. So you may not be that way. You may disagree. That's what the world's like.
The issue
But
here is
it
the way
is
that
very
you're,
logical.
The issue here is the way that you're framing the argument.
I disagree with
because
you.
you're giving people a way to lead themselves to conclusions without actually using their
I
own.
disagree with you. I completely disagree with you. Like the
Based
girl
on
at
what?
Santa.
Based on what?
Well,
Based on what?
for example, the girl
If
at
you're not
Santa.
showing both sides of your You're literally leading people.
I told you I'm showing both sides.
Where? There's
It's
no
there.
stories
I showed
about
you.
anything
No,
positive.
right here. No. This is see. You're defining what you're trying to define what you think is both sides. I disagree with your idea of what both sides are.
So what's both sides? Like
here's
what,
a
good
page,
versus evil?
complete. This page, not this page too. So this page and this page are completely dedicated to the pro-abortion position to show you what they believe. And what they believe, the experts in the abortion industry, they agree with what we're saying. Abortion kills a baby.
Where's all the personal stories from these women?
Why do you
about
keep
abortion?
wanting to move the goalpost?
Excuse me, I'm not moving the
Yes,
goalposts.
you are.
What goalpost
Abortion.
is
An abortion is an act of violence that kills an innocent human life. It is wrong to kill innocent human beings. You don't have to go much further on logic.
that? So then why is all of
Can I
this?
ask a question?
So then why is all of this?
No, you walked away. You wrote that off.
I had to go to class.
You cheater. That was a good comeback. Okay.
So, do I have the right? I need a kidney. Can I take yours against your will? Do I have the right to use your body without your consent?
Absolutely not.
So why does the fetus have the right to use his body
It's not
without
a
her
kidney.
consent?
It's a human being. It's not a matter of
No.
consent.
I'm a human being. I need your kidney to
Wait,
live.
you just changed the,
All
you just
aboard
changed
the
the
cruise
question.
train.
It makes sense. You can't change the question. Listen, when you do something that produces another human being, you have an obligation to reality. You can't say, "Oh, I can't be pregnant." You are pregnant. You've done something that produces another human being. You now have a responsibility to protect that life.